Shit, are we back? Are we back? Hello? Hello,
I
everyone?
think so.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I've never had a stream crash on me like that. What the fuck?
So what?
Sorry,
So pretty
continue
much
your story.
after that, I had been dealing with this thing in school, and like she had like, cause he grieved it. It made him feel better. I was fine with it. My friend even was fine with it. She was the one who encouraged it. She's the owner. Anyway, she grieves it. We grieve it, and um, she after that she's like super mad, and I'm like trying to calm her down while in the middle of a test, by the way, in school. Like I still had been in person school at this point before I had switched to an online academy and graduated early. And I had just tried to take care of it. Like I was trying my best. I had to keep my messages short, so I probably sounded pretty mad because you can't really show your expressions whenever you're talking, right? In messages, very well at least, especially if you have to cut things short. I'm trying to be as helpful as possible. I said, hey, figure it out. It's okay. And anyway, she's like, I messaged her in DMs like, hey, I'm gonna help you figure it out. And then she starts telling me who she thinks did it. And I said, okay, I'll talk to people. And I mean, like, people pretty much trust me really well here. If I figure it out who did it, I'll tell you immediately, and you can confront them. And then and I was being super nice. And then after that, she writes me a huge message telling me that I'm a fat pig, I'm a fucking bitch, I should kill myself. I should do this, and she starts like being like hella rude to me, and like half people that saw the message that she sent to me, and like she wrote to me, and at that point, and then she got kicked from the server, cause she was being rude, and then her girlfriend, which was a mod, started yelling at me. I said, hey, it's not my fault, and then the chick, right, started talking bad about me on her stream. And I wasn't gonna sit there and let her talk bad about me, especially when I had done nothing. And so I went into her stream and I started talking, saying, this is actually what happened. If you want some proof, you can come talk to me about it. You shouldn't just talk shit about me for something that I didn't do. She started accusing me for things that I didn't even do. And started doing this. And then after that, I like had attacked her back because she was doing something that I was defenseless. I couldn't do anything myself. So I went and talked back. I'm not the kind of person to sit there and just talk, not whatever. Yeah. And so I pretty much talked back, and she was like pissed off. She told her girlfriend about it. Her girlfriend messages Mooney and goes, "Keep your fucking dog under control." And this and this and this, and like she's like, what the fuck did she do? She didn't do anything. She stuck up for herself. This, and that everyone was pissed, and she wrote like Twitter rants about me, and I didn't respond to her.
Wait, Twitter rants? Oh my god.
Yeah, and the thing is, she's been caught in scandals herself. She tries to use people for clout.
Oh god.
She has literally no friends and only tries to stream with people because she has no friends to talk to her. She has like no friends to talk to her. She has no one that likes her. She uses people for clout, and people already know that, so that's why they don't hang out with her.
Sounds like the type of drama that used to happen to me when I was like, well, around your age, really.
That's the only scandal that's happened with me, and that was like near my birthday too. When she
oh my
did that.
god. It just sounds like petty drama, to be fair.
Yeah, that's why I just didn't pay attention to it after. I was like, I said what I wanted to say. That's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah. God, I'm trying to figure out why my stream died. Like, I've never had it where, like, my stream's actually crashed on me before like that. It is raining, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was affecting it.
Yeah, maybe.
It's, like, actually pouring down on there. Well, hopefully it won't die again.
Hopefully. I doubt it will.
I mean, I'm pretty much done with my questions anyway. Oh, actually, I do have one more, if you want to answer this one quickly. Because, like, I know you already said that, like, you're kind of inspired by your friends, but I've got a question that says, who inspires you the most?
I feel like the person who inspires me the most is not a VTuber, but it's my mom.
Aww.
My mom has been the only parent I've had in my life. Ever. Really. I didn't really have a great childhood, if I'm gonna be honest. I've been through a lot, and I feel like my mom really just like tried her best, and she really just tried to make me have the best childhood I could ever have, and where I could have even hope for I could have had.
Oh, that's really
To
nice.
this day, to this day, she works full hour weeks, and she still tries to make time for me when she can.
Yeah, mums really are just like I with mine like I complain about like just in family in general I complain about them a lot, but I really do love them, and there's gonna be a day when they're gone, so I try to make the most. And
Yeah, I
my
feel like
yeah
I've always been really big on family because, I mean, that's all I have.
yeah
I mean, even like I don't even have very many friends in person. Like I only
same
have a maximum of 3 that actually talk to me. No, actually, the ones that actually talk to me, the only ones that have that actually talk to me are 2.
yeah I'm the same with that. Like I have one friend who I see all the time. And then I have like a couple others, but I don't really see them very often because they live in different places, like different places in the UK. And then obviously I've got all my internet friends. But yeah, it's I don't really have a lot of people either, so I feel you there.
Yeah, but my mom has definitely taught me most of the ways that I think, like the leave it alone thing. If someone doesn't want to be your friend, you shouldn't have to prove to them why they should. They don't want to be, that's fine. If they don't like you, that's fine. You don't have to prove to anyone why you think that they should be your friend. Because if, like, you shouldn't have to prove anything to anyone. They will like you for you if they are a real friend.
Yeah,
If they
exactly.
think that.
I love how since we had to get the stream back up, it's just come up with my stream elements thing again. It's kind of funny. I really can't figure out why I did that. I'm gonna blame the rain.
Yeah, blame the
It's
rain.
like storming out there. But yeah, that's pretty much all my questions. This is the part of the stream where I would ask my chat if they have any questions. I'll just
I'm
let
not very interesting if I'm being honest.
you
So
are. You've had a lot to talk about, and
I talk about if someone gives me something, I could probably talk about it for an hour.
but yeah, if anyone in the chat has any questions for Beanie or for me, whatever, then feel free to put in the chat. I don't think everyone who was in the previous stream is here, so hopefully everyone will pop back in. I made a tweet just saying that the stream's back up, because that must have ended very abruptly.
Like right in the middle of me talking about drama.
I know! That's like the worst time for it to happen.
It really was. You were like, no, the drama.
And then I just see in the chat stream die, and I'm like, oh shit. Also, I forgot to mention this, but when we were talking about the dick pic stuff, Neon said, get a dick pic, scale the picture down to it, to like an emote size, and send it back saying, it's been restored to original scale. That's a really good idea.
Actually, so I have, because I have so many of these, pictures, if someone says, I'll just send a picture of one of them back, of not theirs, but someone else's, and say, here's my dick.
Mine's bigger.
Yeah.
Or you send them like have you seen that picture of like the banana slicer?
Oh yeah.
You said like that.
I'll crop the picture of their pee-pee and put that there.
Oh my god. Deserved.
Yeah, I'm really good at cropping. Or editing things. I'm surprisingly really good at it.
Oh my god. Yeah,
I've always been like really techie since I was a kid, so like I'm really good at like making things look special.
For me it's weird because like I am shit with technology, and like I can admit to that. But like I did grow up around computers. Like when I was young, my family had a family computer that everyone used, and I used it at a very young age. But I'm still bad with technology. Especially streaming. Don't get me started on streaming.
Like, I think whenever I grew up on the iPod Touch.
Thanks for the hydrate. Oh,
I grew up
oh
on
my
the
god.
iPod Touch. Yeah,
I
grew
never
up on
had.
that.
I literally never had an iPod or anything like that.
I grew up on it because like that's kind of how I was raised. I was, you know, like how some people give like their kids an iPod, like iPad, and like here, raise yourself. That's kind
Yeah.
of how I grew up.
But yeah. I literally didn't have a phone until like.
Oh, I didn't have a
God,
phone until like years later. Like the best, like when I got my phone, I had been, my parents had just been, like the divorce I think had just been finalized.
I feel like my first phone. It wasn't a flip phone, but it was like, I would like slide up the screen and then it would expose the keypad. It was so cool. So I never had a flip phone, but I had a slide-up phone, and I probably had that when I was like 11. And then I eventually got an iPhone, and then I completely moved away from iPhones because I'm not actually keen on them, and I just stuck with Android. And then I went back to Apple to get because I got an iPad for drawing, so I've come full circle in a way.
Yeah, like whenever I have gone with like it, I've kind of always been with Apple. But my first ever phone, people laugh at me for it. I had not a flip phone, but like, you know, like those like really like those like burner phones.
Oh yeah.
I had like a really dinky burner phone that had like no internet on it. It was funny. Like I paid like $100 for it.
$100? Oh my god.
Yeah, it was just for a little dinky phone. It was funny. It would look stupid too.
Oh yeah, they were always like really well. Like it's like how everyone called the Nokia phones bricks, and they're pretty much bricks, yeah.
They are. Have you? Those things can destroy.
God, yeah, like all the memes of back in the day of like you throw one at the ground and it breaks the floor. Oh, those memes were great. That makes me feel old.
It does do that.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I've seen it because I had one. I threw it because I got upset. I remember throwing it and it broke my fucking sink.
What? Oh my god.
It broke like the corner of it off, and so it didn't drain properly.
Also, welcome back, Neon. I'm sorry for that. I didn't expect the stream to just die on me.
Bro, I shit you not, like it broke.
That's crazy. Like I always thought those memes were like they're still over exaggerated to a degree, but they were literal breaks.
Yeah, like I shit you not, like, oh my god, it fucking broke. It broke it.
I kind of miss those phones.
I miss flip phones.
I wish I had a flip phone. Like I said, I had a slide-up phone, and that was cool. But I never got I never got a flip phone.
Slider phone was so cool.
They were really cool. But like flip phones are all the rage.
My cousin had a phone. She's younger than me, and my cousin, I think she was like, whenever she got her quote-unquote first phone, I'll put it that way. It was her dad's old phone, and it's like. It was a slider phone, and we were like, I was like amazed. I was like, oh my god, why can't I have a phone? And that's why mom had just invested in a iPod Touch.
Oh.
And so I'd use her iPod Touch more than she did, and I just kind of sit there and play like Angry Birds all day.
Oh my god. I'm feeling so nostalgic right now.
Bro, I consider myself an iPad kid.
In a way, yeah. Just like an early iPad kid.
Oh, like, yeah, 100% early iPad kid.
I mean, like, I kind of grew up in the time when, like, I didn't really, because I didn't get a phone until I was 11, but I grew up playing a lot of games, like GameCube games and stuff like that. That was
Well,
like, yeah.
I grew up before I had my phone. Had used DSs, and
Oh my god, yes, the DS's.
I remember when the 3DS came out. I bought my 3DS by myself.
Oh my god. I got mine given to me.
I had my actual DS given to me. Like I still have it. It's a red DS.
Oh my
And then
god.
there was a DS XL, which my mom said that somebody at her office dropped it off or left it there and then didn't pick it up like months later. And so I just play whatever games they had there, you know?
Yeah.
Cuz some girl left it there and she never came and picked it back up. I think she gave us like moved states and like so like my mom said that cuz they didn't pick it up that I could have it. So I just like, cause I used to play it all the time whenever I used to go to my mom's office during the summer, and so when I got it, I was like super excited, cause my mom, I wasn't very much able to pay for things or get things like that, so I was like so ecstatic. I was so happy. I remember freaking out because I was like so happy about it. I loved that thing. It was pink. My favorite color at the time was pink, and I fucking loved that thing.
So my like journey with the DS growing up was because I mainly grew up with DSs and handhelds.
Yeah.
Um, I had the original DS Lite. I had the white one, and then after that, I can't remember. I never got a DSi. I never got a DSi. So I've had the pink 3DS, just the original one. I can't remember if I got an XL or not.
I know there was the Nintendo 2DS.
Oh yeah, I never had one of those. They were weird to me because they're like this.
Yeah.
That's a brick. That is a brick, and you can't close it. It's just weird. But like I had
It just didn't make sense to me because I know you could get. I know that people just stopped buying it because they just got scratches on it easier.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have to like put a screen protector on and stuff. I had so I had the pink 3DS, and then I got the 3DS XL, the pink one of that. I remember that, and then eventually I got a 3DS. No, new 3DS, a new 3DS. That's what I mean. Which was the one that had like exclusive games and stuff. And originally I was going to get the XL, but I didn't have enough money for it because a game store near me was doing this thing where you could get, if you traded in your old 3DS, you could get money off a new 3DS. And I thought that was kind of neat, so I did that, but I didn't have enough money to pay for the remainder of the 3DS XL. So I got the 3DS, just the new 3DS, just the not the XL one. Yeah.
There was, I think I had gotten the 3DS XL because I had bought it when I was a kid. I bought that myself.
Oh my god.
Shocked. I was like, I bought that myself. I was so proud, so proud. I had saved up. It was like, I think it had come out like months. It was months after my birthday, and I had waited seasons for me just to be able to buy. And I remember buying it, and I was like, oh my god.
It does feel good when you like save up enough money to buy stuff yourself. Like, especially like when you're a kid and you don't have a job or anything.
Yeah, like that was one of my biggest things as a kid, that if I was able to buy myself something, I felt so much like better, like about myself being able to buy it.
Yeah, it's like because I don't know. It's like when you're at that age where you're like, I don't know, like 14, 15, I don't know. When I was around,
I was young.
Oh,
too.
like really young?
Yeah, I was like, I think I was I wasn't even that age. I was like 7.
7? Okay. I meant like when I was like 13, 14-ish. Like I obviously didn't have a job or anything. But I would like save up money from like birthdays and Christmas, and then I felt so good when I could actually, pay for something myself instead of having to rely on family members.
Yeah, I was always like really not like I was on when I was a kid. I was like super nervous about like asking for things like money related. So like I never really asked for much as a kid. Like I was super nervous because
Yeah.
I didn't want to like people to. I was always big on people not really spending money on me. Like I'm still in that way now, just because of like the mindset I had as a kid.
Yeah, I was actually very spoiled when I was a kid. I'm the youngest out of seven, and I am the second of
Actually,
two
my
girls.
so my so my grandma, she is the oldest of seven.
Oh my god, really? Yeah, I'm the
She's the
youngest.
oldest of seven.
I have
And there's
five older brothers and an older sister. My sister's the oldest, and I'm the youngest. So like, I think what happened with my parents is like they had my sister, and then I think they just wanted another girl, and then they just ended up with five boys, and then eventually I am
popped
here.
out.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like I think that's why I got so spoiled because I had a lot of toys growing up and stuff like that. I did get a lot of the stuff I wanted.
I always had hand-me-downs as a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I did have hand-me-downs too, but I also got spoiled at the same time. Also, Dodo, welcome to the stream. This isn't new. I've been doing this talk show for quite a few weeks now. Unfortunately, I lost two of the VODs to the previous weeks, so that kind of sucked.
No.
Yeah, I was a bit annoyed because they were both really good. It was just because obviously Twitch gets rid of your VODs after a while, and
You can always download them though.
yeah, and I should have. But the thing was, I normally export them to YouTube like as soon as I finish the stream, so then they're all on my YouTube channel. But I was visiting family the same week, and I didn't upload the VODs before I left, and you can't export them if you're not like on Twitch browser. You can't do it on the mobile app or anything like that.
But you can't. That's so depressing.
Yeah, and it made me sad. No, the GPU. Oh, I've used this model before. This was actually made by Beanie. I've used it before. I don't use it too often, but it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's so cute. Although because I'm wearing glasses, the eyes move around a lot and it looks really funny.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't know where my eyes are, so it can't track them properly.
Yeah, I usually wear glasses in person, but like I can't wear them while looking at a screen because they reflect blue light, and so like it strains my eyes staring at a screen.
I have to wear my glasses. I have to wear mine all the time, or I can't see anything.
Yeah, I mean like that's why I usually wear contacts, but my contacts hurt my eyes too.
I can't even put contacts in. I like anything that you have to put in your eyes really freaks me out.
I'm like pretty good with touching my eyes.
I get
I
scared.
don't
I get scared if I like poke my like eyeliner in my eye or something like that.
I remember as a kid, whenever I first figured out what eyeliner was, one of my favorite things was I had like the really runny liquid eyeliner, and I like to open up my eye and run the eyeliner nib through my eye to turn it black.
Oh my god. I don't like the idea. Yeah, like the idea of putting anything in your eyes freaks me out because your eyes are they're a very sensitive thing, and the fact that you could like poke your eyes out, ugh.
Like I had like it was like the brush eyeliner, and so like I just like opened up my eye, and it was like the really really liquidy black eyeliner that would like kind of turn crunchy, sticky, like
Oh
mascara.
god.
Like those ones that would flake off later on.
Yeah.
And I just like opened my eye and just just watch my eye turn black.
Oh god.
And I loved doing it. I'd cry black tears, and I was like, oh my god, it's like a cartoon.
Oh my god, it's so emo.
Yeah, I was a little weird kid. I was a weird kid.
I think we all were. Oh god, I was just weird and annoying as a kid.
I used to cosplay Pikachu as a kid. I don't think you were as weird as me.
That's not that weird.
Mm. I used to eat grass.
Okay, okay, but it's a bit weird, Hey, you were touching grass before anyone else.
Hey, that's true.
Hey, you were going the extra mile. You were eating it.
there was a so at my old house, like really like when I was like little, I remember there was a certain tree on this hill, and I didn't. Okay, I'm not gonna say I ate I ate bark off the tree. That's gross. There was grass around it, and the certain grass around it tasted like onions, and I didn't
Oh.
ever like eating raw onion, so I just eat the onion grass.
Oh my god. Do you think it actually had nutritional value?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it actually does.
Yeah, I just like eat it like fucking crazy.
Interesting.
I just eat it like crazy. I loved it, and like I don't know. I just never even told my mom about it because I didn't want her to think I was weird for eating grass. So and then one day I think I was trying to dig for it, like dig the rest, like the roots out, so I could move it closer to my house. I didn't have to keep running up this hill. And I pulled out onions.
So then you realized there was actual onions there.
Yeah, because the thing is, onions, whenever they sprout, they actually make grass, and they're usually a wild plant. So there's such thing as onion grass that is onions bulbs underneath the grass.
Wow, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like the onions are a wild plant.
Wow. So you were eating the grass without realizing there was actual onions underneath.
Yeah, I just thought I was like, what's that smell? It smells good. Is that onion? Yeah, I was sniffing the grass. And we're sitting there. Me and my friend Sydney, we would be sitting on top of this hill, and we'd just be.
Oh my god!
Hop this grass. And we sit there, and we were like, "This smells so good." And after a while, I was like, "It smells good. It tastes pretty good." I took like a handful. I remember eating this grass, and I sit there and I sit on the. My mom would always be like, wonder why I was sitting on top of this hill. I'm sitting there eating it like it's candy.
Oh my god.
I loved it.
It's just the stem of a spring onion? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was a spring onion. I'd eat that thing like crazy.
Baby's first drug?
I was like 5, and I'd be sitting on this hill eating fucking grass.
You were pretty much addicted to it. Oh my god.
I remember whenever I moved playgrounds to like my new school, like because I had my school district had like 7 different schools, and I went to elementary. There was a certain playground, and I was like stuffy, so my nose was super stuffy. I couldn't smell if the onion grass was in this playground, so I'd sit on the corner of the blacktop, and I'd just be like looking around in the grass and just taking handfuls and eating it, thinking it would taste like the other grass.
Oh my god.
It didn't even look like it. Now I can tell the difference between which grass is which, because one's like skinnier and like longer. It looks more rolled, than the other one's like more flat.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I remember like eating it every day. And then after I dug it up, I had brought my home onions. My mom's like, what the fuck? Like, I found onions!
Where did you get those? Oh my god.
Out of the ground?
Who would have thought?
We didn't even eat the onions.
You didn't even eat the onions, you just ate the grass. Oh my god.
Yeah. We didn't even eat the onions.
Oh my god. That's kind of interesting though that you can eat the grass. I mean, obviously you can eat grass anyway, but it's not recommended. Oh no.
Like, yeah, like I just didn't eat. My mom, I think she cooked with them later on. I just didn't eat the onions that were cooked.
So you, basically what you're saying is you like the flavor of onion, you just don't like, I guess.
I like the flavor of the grass onion, just not the actual grass, like the actual onion.
Fair enough. I mean, I hate onions, so. Thanks for the hydrate, Dodo. And the hip vets. Well, that was a story and a half. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we should probably move on to chat questions, and then we will probably end the stream because we've been going for quite a while. Also, and it's raining so much, I'm worried about the stream fucking up again. I didn't even know there was going to be a storm tonight. Like, on OBS, the thing keeps going red and it's scaring me. Okay, so if anyone in the chat has any questions before we end the stream, either for me, Beanie or me, then go right ahead. Could be anything. It could be to do with VTubing. It could be to do with eating grass. Could be to do with Beanie's art as well. There's a storm. Yeah, happening here apparently. It's fucking pissing it down out there, and the ice stream's already conked out once. So welcome to the stream, Nathan. But yeah, that's not great. I've never had a stream actually crash on me like that, so. This question to Beanie. Okay, go right ahead, Neon. Neon Chippy one.
I know, I'm working on it. I have so much stuff that I've been working on right now. I'm kidding. I've really been working on stuff. I have like all over the place. Ugh.
Well, one thing I can say about that is just take it easy, you know? Because, like, I'm kind of the same in, like, I try and put so much on myself. I said this in the last talk show, but, like, I try and do so much. I'm trying to always, do something instead of just, like, I don't do one thing at a time, and it ends up with me just stressing myself out, so. That's my advice to you, just take things one at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, these chippies are adorable. Everybody needs one. Does anyone else have any questions? After the stream's over, I'm gonna go eat, because I'm starving.
Me too.
I did not eat before the stream. I have a bad habit doing that. Forever just ahead. Hardest hurdle to overcome?
My hardest hurdle to overcome was, I think, accepting myself for who I was. Like, I'm very much so a very insecure person, and like, I will be honest, I'm gonna straight up, I struggle with severe anxiety and depression, and it does affect my day-to-day life, so much to the point where, like, I can't function for the day, like, I can't get up if I'm, like, in one of those moods, and I feel like, once, like, I figured that out, like, that I am like that, I think I was more open to, like, I know I have those days, and, like, right now, I'm somewhat having one of those moments, like, actually, but, like, I feel like once you figure that out and you understand yourself, I feel like that's probably I think that's one of my biggest hurdles, because I feel like, getting over, like, that kind of mentality, because it's hard. Like, that mentality is very tough.
Yeah, it is.
Like, and like, the littlest things can set you off, and you don't even want them to. Like, you wouldn't think they would, and they just do, and it hurts, and it scares you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's mainly what I had to overcome, is pushing through those hurdles, even if I didn't think I could.
Yeah, like, as someone who also struggles from depression and anxiety, it can be really tough. It can really mess up your day-to-day life, and I've also had times when I can't even get out of bed. It was very prominent when I was in school, specifically secondary school. I didn't even know what anxiety was back then. This was probably when I was about, like, 14, 15. I didn't know what anxiety was. I wasn't diagnosed with it. I had no idea what the hell was wrong with me. I was scared. And I only found out, like, that I was diagnosed with it, like, I got fully diagnosed with it and everything, when I was 16. So when I was your age. And it was scary because I couldn't do anything for, like, years of my life. I couldn't even, like, I started a college course um, when I left school at 16. Um, and it was a game development course, so I was interested in it, but I was finding it hard to go in every day. I was too anxious to get out of bed and too depressed to make myself look presentable, even brush my hair and just little things like that. And it's a really hard thing to overcome. And
It really is.
yeah,
I feel like that's one of the things that goes very unaddressed with things like
mhm,
because most people want to deny, especially parents want to deny that their kids aren't sad and
yep,
because usually the thing is whenever you do have anxiety or depression, you don't want people to know. Like you don't
yeah,
because people know you as a happy-go-lucky person. You want them to keep believing that because like you don't want to worry people, and that's like the one biggest thing that I have.
yeah. I think most people will try, like, if they do have anxiety and depression, most people will try and hide it because they don't want to come across that way. They don't want to worry people, and that's why you just kind of always need to check on people because you don't know how they're feeling. A lot of people will hide it. Um, in recent years, I've been very open with my depression and anxiety because I'm still going through it. It's not like it's just disappeared.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like I definitely in my streams I have only cried in my streams legitimately about something that was going on twice about my personal life, and like I am very nervous, and I'm I will say this right now, I'm a people pleaser. I don't like the idea of somebody not liking me. It
Yeah.
really irks me because like
I mean, I used to be like that too. I used to want everyone to love me, and I I got scared when someone acted negatively towards me or hated me because I just didn't want that. Like I've learned over time that you can't you can't please everyone. Not everyone's
yeah,
gonna like
that's
you.
my thing.
Yeah, it is hard. Like trust me, I was in the same position as well a couple years ago. I tried to get along with everyone.
Yeah, and the thing is, whenever you hide your issues and you don't seek help or just tell anyone in the first place, it gets so hard,
It
and
does.
it really just hurts you even more when you do it, cause like it just hurts and you don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it really does because it's hard to break through that boundary of telling someone, even if it's someone close to you, it's still hard. Like 2 years ago, just before COVID, um, I was severely depressed and I wouldn't tell anyone about it. I would push people away when they tried to help because it was apparent that there was something wrong with me. But I would push people away, and it just sent me into a downward spiral. And
Yeah,
I was the only one who would push myself out of it because I wasn't accepting help. I had to be the one to kind of basically kick myself and be like, come on, you gotta get out of this. You can do it. Just take that first step to get help. Talk to somebody, and
mm-hmm.
it becomes
And
easier when you can do that.
that first step is hard. I remember
It is.
whenever I started dealing with, I had been dealing with my whole life. It really just hit me hard in middle school in 7th grade, and it was when my friends started making death threats mainly.
Hmm.
She started making threats like that she was gonna do stuff to herself, and it just really, really hurt me.
It's triggering. It's really triggering.
That caused, whenever she had done those things, it made me do those things myself.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do anything about it. And whenever I actually tried to reach out for help and talk to my friends about it, I got a message from one of my people that I thought was my friend at the time, telling me that I didn't do it deep enough or that I didn't do it right and that I should have done it
Hmm.
correctly and got out of the world so they didn't have to deal with me anymore.
It's
And it
horrible.
really hurt. And it really hurt because loved that person with, it wasn't even someone I was dating. I just, because I had grown up with them, I was like, I care about people more than I care about myself. And it hurt.
It hurts a lot, like, when people do those things, when they do use, you know, suicide and things like that for attention. It's very, very triggering. I'm not gonna, like, say names or anything, but there was a VTuber recently who did do some suicide baiting, and it's just horrible. It's really triggering to me as someone who has struggled with mental health issues a lot and has had suicidal thoughts multiple times, even, like, almost attempting one time. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it fucks with me a lot. It's not a thing that should be joked about, or like, well, not that it shouldn't be. When I say that, it's like, I actually do make jokes about it, but that's to cope with it, and I never, like...
So the girl that, didn't say the thing to me, but the girl that had been making those threats later, I had to take a step back for my own mental health because I couldn't handle it anymore. It was like an everyday occurrence, and to the point where she had brought something to school and did it in front of me at my locker. It was just traumatizing, and so I took a break, and I didn't sit with her at lunch after she got out of the mental hospital, and she freaked out. And she went ballistic on me, and then I took a break from her, and I didn't talk to her for a while.
And I don't blame you for that.
I went to a birthday party she was invited to, and I was fine because I really wanted to reconnect with her because she didn't have her phone or anything on her anymore, and so I couldn't really message her after summer break. Not even a week after that person's birthday, she did the thing to herself, and she's not here with me anymore. And I moved into the neighborhood that she did that to herself in.
I'm sorry.
I'm like neighbors with that house.
Jeez. That's heavy.
And I'm gonna be honest, it's a serious thing. And the first step is reaching out, and
that's the thing. Like, mental health is something that is unfortunately not taken seriously. Like, I don't know what mental health services are like over there. But in the UK, they are shit, and I'm just gonna outright say they are shit.
I remember the first time that I had went to like a therapist. The therapist told me that I was lying.
Oh God, I've never had a therapist tell me I'm lying, but like they just haven't helped. Like I've gone to see a counselor, and the only thing they offered me was cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's like if you go in for anything else, they can't help. And they put you on a waiting list for God knows how long. Sometimes it could be months. Mm-hmm. It's just... Like, why even be a therapist if you're not actually going to help people and just tell them they're lying? I don't get it.
It was to go to therapy with my dad so, like, we could reconnect again. Yeah. And I shit you not, this was an old mean chick, and whenever I told her any trial to trauma what my dad did, she goes, well, your dad said this, and I believe your dad didn't do that because he said this. And
that's
really
horrible.
Fucking snobby.
Really biased,
rude.
Yeah.
She was rude. She was an old bitch. Cranky bitch. Yeah. She was mean. She wouldn't, so she had, like, tons of things to, like, help people de-stress in there. If I tried to use one of them, she's like, no, you have to sit here because I had very bad ADHD. I hadn't been on medication or had been diagnosed with it at that time. Wouldn't let me do shit. I had to sit in this chair and, like, try to distract myself.
Jeez.
She was horrible. And then the next time I got a therapist, I started finally connecting to that therapist. And then they said, oh, well, you're not allowed to be with this therapist anymore. We have to switch you with a different therapist.
Wow. What?
And so we left them.
You don't.
And then they were like they tried to switch me to like a therapist. Like I was with this one chick for like almost like a few months, and I had like vented everything to her, and like they just didn't let me.
I don't.
They're like, yeah, you're switching.
They should not do that. Like they shouldn't take you away from someone that you've clearly connected with. Like with therapists, you have to connect with them. Like if you're not connecting with them, yeah, but.
And then in middle school, which was around the time, there was, I think it was in 8th grade, I had finally connected with a therapist that I had, that my friend that did the thing to herself connected with. And I had gone to that counselor a lot with her, and I finally connected with her, and, like, I let loose with this counselor, like, to the point where I would be, like, sobbing, crying in her office.
Yeah. That's
Like,
yeah.
I feel like mental health is a super serious thing, and it's downplayed a lot more than it should.
Mm.
And
It really
I
is.
would, it's, and people sometimes dismiss that they even have, like, mental illnesses, because it is such a real thing, and it is a real thing, and, like in the real world that is happening, and, like, like, cause there's also this like systemic, like, with certain people, like, there's a system where, like, women tend to reach out more. Well, no, actually, they don't even know half the time either, because, like, there's a systemic thing where, like, men feel like they're gonna be emasculine because,
Yeah, yeah.
they didn't reach out,
Yeah,
or because they reach out because they don't know how to do that. That's system. That's fucking
yeah, it's
mad.
literally
That's
like
disgusting.
men can't have mental health issues because they're
They
meant to
can't. They
be.
can't.
They
They
can't
can't
be
because
emotional and all this shit. And it's bullshit.
yeah,
It's
because
fucking bullshit.
it is, because it's apparently feminine, but, like, it's the fact that like, women, whenever they do things for them to that, they go a way that they know that they can pass peacefully, where men do the more extreme things, like the, like, rope, or
Yeah,
the
or the
gun, or, like,
gun, or yeah,
just, like, the things that are, like, super dangerous, like
really hot.
women,
Yeah.
like, the women will take pills, or they will do the wrist in the bathtub. Like, they'll do something like that because it goes out quieter,
Yeah.
without such a big impact on
Yeah,
seeing them.
we should probably change the subject.
Yeah, it's really dark.
It's very dark. It could trigger people.
It is. It is a
Yeah,
real
I'm
thing.
really
It's
sorry,
really
guys.
sad.
I didn't
It's a
think
really sad real thing.
Yeah, that like yeah, we're not like talking about it to try and trigger anyone. We're just trying to like spread awareness because like it is a really serious
It is.
thing,
Yeah. It's in.
and
Like.
it just like it's not talked about enough. It really isn't. Like how much stuff do you see about mental health online? I see like nothing.
I've seen, like, 2 or 3 ads, but that's, like,
It's just
you
not
have
a
to,
lot.
like, yeah, and I feel like that it's not looked into as much as it should.
I occasionally see like someone like maybe like a content creator raising money for like a mental health charity, which is always nice. But that's really it. That's all I see online, and it
Because
sucks.
the thing, I mean, again, it's a real thing, and
Yeah, it's downplayed too much.
and the thing is, almost everyone has it. Like, you could
Some form of it,
say
yeah.
say your neighbor, like, someone you're sitting next to, maybe, like, they could have it, and you'd have no idea,
Like
unless they're open about it.
like I'm sure everyone in my family has some sort of mental health issue. Like
Yeah, I feel like everyone most likely will have a mental health issue.
yeah. Like I know for a fact my mum has anxiety. Because she's very similar to me in that sense of like a lot of the time she won't want to go anywhere, and things like that. Like there was one time in my life, I think I was about 17, I developed, I can't remember what it's called when you like don't leave the house. Is it agoraphobia? I think. Let me double check. I don't want to get it wrong. Agoraphobia?
I don't know what that is. Really.
Yeah. Agoraphobia, not agoraphobia. Agoraphobia. It's extreme or irrational fear of entering open or crowded places or leaving one's home, or of not being in places which are difficult to escape. And I developed that because when I wasn't going into college, I was staying at home a lot. I wasn't doing anything. I didn't get a job or anything.
That phobia.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I had been so anxious about. I had been at school. I got bullied before I switched online, like horribly, like bad. Like people were throwing stuff at me, punching me, like literally beating me up and verbally abusing me every day.
Sorry.
And it got to the point where I'd be sobbing, crying, and throwing up because my body did not want me to leave the house.
Jeez, that's scary.
It was horrifying going to school. I will still say this to this day, I hate public school.
Same.
Hate it.
Kids are just nasty. Kids are fucking horrible.
Horrible. And the thing is, they were all older than me.
Oh,
all
God.
older than me.
So they were picking on you.
It was because my ex-boyfriend broke up with me, and he was upset that he broke up with me.
What the?
And the thing is, I did talk to the teachers about it. I tried to contact the principal about it. They did nothing for me.
They never do. They never fucking do. Teachers and everything are useless. I almost had gotten
the police involved because of how bad it got.
Did they do anything?
No, because I took it to their, I almost got that principal fired, if I'm being honest.
Holy shit.
Because of how bad they were.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, schools never do anything. Kids are ruthless, and schools don't do anything about it because they don't give a shit.
Yeah, because I had gone to the counselor, and I said, hey, I need to go to the principal right now. I'm not going to sit here and deal with this anymore. I need to go right now. Well, he's out doing something for, like, I said, no, I need to talk to him right now. You call him to come back. I'm not going to sit here and wait. And I had literally yelled at this counselor to the point where she was shaking.
Holy shit.
Shaking. She was shaking, scared at me. She was scared of me.
Well, I'm glad that you stood up for yourself, because a lot of kids wouldn't. A lot of kids would just endure it, and, like, they would just break.
She was shaking.
God.
And I said, I'm going to talk to the principal one way or fucking another, and you can't do shit about it. And she was shaking. I told her to call my mom in, because my mom already knew about the situation. And I shit you know, when she saw my mom walk in, my mom looked pissed.
Holy shit.
My mom had a bad day already. And then as soon as my mom started talking with the counselor, she was like, the counselor was like, she like shook a bit, and my mom started being nice to her. She was like, my mom started getting into it too. Whenever I started telling her, I told her, and my mom started going off too. But like, she wasn't going off at her, but she was going off about how mad she was about it.
Yeah.
And the girl started like getting nervous again.
Yeah. Neon said, you think in this era now this wouldn't be a problem, and it's just like, it never fucking changes.
Exactly.
Kids will always be bullies, and school don't do anything about it.
Kids aren't always gonna be mean.
Yeah.
And
like, the people who they make teachers, I swear they're not qualified to, like, you know, deal with kids. It really feels like they're not. But yeah.
like, I was so upset about it too.
You have every right to be, like, after everything you went through.
Mm.
I'm just glad that you did stand up for yourself, because, like I said, a lot of
And the
kids
thing is,
wouldn't.
I had ended up leaving a voicemail to the principal about like how I needed to talk to him urgently. He never contacted me, gave me a message, a phone call back.
What the fuck?
And I reported him for that to corporate, and he got almost fucking fired. They found out he did more shit. He let a kid that's white dress up in the KKK outfit.
What the fuck?
To a football game.
What
Also, the principal's black!
What the fuck? That principal should probably lose his job.
And then he also started saying the N-word to kids too.
Yikes.
Like, bad.
Did he ever lose his job? Did you find out?
No, he didn't.
Oh, what the fuck?
He's gross.
Very gross. Well, we should probably wrap up the stream.
Yeah.
Because the rain is getting worse, and I'm worried that the stream will fuck off again.
Yeah, we don't want it to get...
Yeah. But yeah, lots of different topics. I think I don't know if this has been the longest running talk show, but
Hey,
it's been pretty long.
we discussed some serious stuff.
We did it, but like it's like even though it's really serious shit, it's good to talk about, and
Yeah.
like if you ever want to come back on, then feel
Yeah.
free.
We can do like a
Yo,
awareness.
should we have like a podcast? Like an
that'd
actual,
be so
like an
fun.
actual podcast? Oh my
That'd
god!
be actually so dope.
All right, we need to
Like
start.
we could like do like that. We could create like not like a script, but we can like create a topic, like beauty standards, or we could talk about like the debate going on, or like we could talk about
Mental health and awareness
that,
and all
like,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do that honestly, because
that'd be so fun.
I
And we
love-
could invite
yeah.
people on.
I just love talking. I love
Mhm.
talking about shit I'm interested in, because like I said, I like voicing my opinions, but Twitter's not the right place to do it.
Yeah, like there's one person that I watch on TikTok, and I think her name is Drewflo, or something Giraflo or something like that. She has a podcast called The Comment Section, and she talks about like serious actual things like beauty standards or like stuff like that. Like, and she's like, she insults gym bros on the daily.
I love it. You love to see it.
It's so funny because I really love it. Like, there's one that she talks about fashion in men and women, toxic masculinity, the female or male gazing, fighting anti-feminism, like dating horror stories, like analyze, like she,
It's
like, stuff
like,
like
yeah, that sounds really fun, honestly.
Like it is. It's funny.
British Imperial said Batcast, and then Neon said Bat and Snail Cave Hour. Yeah, that could be so
Come up
fun.
with like a punny name, and I could probably create it like a logo.
Oh, that'd be so fun. We should get on that.
That'd be actually so dope.
I'd be keen to. And obviously, like, there's a lot of stuff we could talk about that happens in the VTuber community as well. Not
Oh,
just
yeah,
specifically drama, but other stuff as well.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Like there'd be certain sections that we do. Like we have like intermission, and then we have like after we talk about one thing, and we can move on to like a next thing.
I would
and, like, catch up
love
with
that.
somebody. We could have people come on too, and we could have their
Definitely.
opinions on it too.
Definitely. We can, like, get, like, a proper set commissioned and everything as well. Like, we could go all out.
We really could. That'd be dope, and we could get artwork of it done too.
Yes.
Like a Buzz talk show host.
Yes. Okay, guys, this is happening now. This is a thing. I'll still do this, of course. Like, I like interviewing VTubers and learning more about
that'd
them.
be so fun. Like we do it maybe like once a week or something, or maybe every 2 weeks.
Okay, every other week we could do.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I'd be keen for that.
That'd be dope. I feel like that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we should probably
We have an
end this
idea. Yeah, since you're my guest today, do you have anyone that we should rate?
Actually, yes.
Because I like rating new people as well, because I always rate the same people, so. If you want to just pop their name in the chat. Oh, you sent it to me?
DMs, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna set up that raid, and then we will say our goodbyes.
I love Zeph.
Right.
We could make like a whole different like Twitch channel and everything.
Oh
about
my
where-
god, yes, this is happening.
Yes! We can make a Discord server for it.
Oh
and
my
have, like,
god.
both of ours
Just,
and everything.
yeah, we can just go all out.
Yeah! It'd be so fun.
Anyway, thank you for coming, guys. This was a really, really fun stream. Like, even though me and Beanie have already been friends for a while, like, I've learned more about you, and it's been fun.
Yeah. I feel like we covered some like super serious topics.
We did, but it was like really informative, and I feel like we handled it well.
Yeah. I mean, no, not everyone's gonna, like, definitely not everyone's gonna agree with us, but like.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Also, whenever we're streaming this, we could also do like a Twitter live.
Oh my god, yes. Okay.
We have music playing in the background and everything.
Oh my god, yes.
Get some background music for it.
Alright, this is becoming a thing now, guys. Anyway, let's head over to Zephy.
Zeph.
Yeah, or Zeph, yeah. I can read names. But yeah, we're gonna go read them, and I will see you all, I don't know, when am I streaming? Alright, thank you for coming. Bye, guys!